What is going on today, guys? It is Prezi in the truck. I am back again after a week of being off, being home. It was a good week. Went by fast. Ended up going to Florida for like 2 days, a day and a half. Then my friend had a birthday, her birthday in Colorado, in Denver. So we flew out there, and it was great. Jacuzzis in the mountains. You guys ever been in a jacuzzi while it's, like 20 degrees outside in the mountains? Man, I don't know. There's not a lot of things that beat that. We went snowmobiling, but anyway, enough about me. Let's talk more about me. You know what I mean? So, what we're going to talk about today, you guys are in for a treat. Let's go. Yeah, so as you know by the video, your boy almost gets molested. Right. So, without further ado, let's dive into it, right? Let's dive into it. Might as well. I'm sorry, guys. I keep putting my finger. That's going to be like my staple for all these videos. Just put my thumb on the camera and you guys will know it's a legit Prezi in the Trucks video. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so where do I even start? Let me plug this in. Yeah. Gotta plug the speaker. Oh, yeah, let me show you guys this. So check this out. So I got this speaker, right? Pretty nifty speaker, right? Look, it changes colors. No, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna turn it off. Look at my radio. Yeah, I plugged it out and it's actually on the floor right over there, if you can see it. Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah, so I unplugged it. I can use Bluetooth. I'm in a Volvo truck. Man, I couldn't connect my phone to this radio. It's even got a USB and an auxiliary port. Let me just show you guys. Look at this. It's got a USB and an auxiliary port, right? Oh shit. See, oh yeah, there it is. You guys know, right there. Yep. So, you plug your phone into that, it doesn't work. It won't work. I guess the phone is too new. I don't know. It's got to be that. I probably plug in like the iPhone, like first generation, and it'll work fine. But that is not the case. I do not have that. That does not work. So anyway, I'm in the process of getting that hooked up, but it's probably going to be an expense. I'm going to have to pay for it, and they charge like $100 an hour to work on these trucks. So I might just stick to the old speaker. Works perfectly fine. Anyway, enough about that. Let's get into it. How I almost get molested. Okay, let's talk. Let's first. So, where do I even want to start? All right. So here's what happened. So I'm training with a trainer, obviously, and so this is after I work with Stevens. So I was with Stevens, and I went to work with Cypress, for a local job, right? So I was gonna, be home every day and have my weekends back. I was excited. It wasn't. This has really nothing to do with the story, but just the backdrop. It was flatbedding. I have a video on it. If you guys may have already seen it. Yeah. So flatbedding, I was not excited about that. Ended up being a shitty job. Yeah. So. Anyway, back to the story, right? So I'm training with the trainer, and it's a long day. It was a long day. This motherfucker would never let me get showers. I would say 85% of the time that we would stop and park for our 10-hour break at the end of the day would be at a rest area. And that's fine. If you guys want to run your truck that way, that's cool. But I came from, 8 months of driving with Stevens, working my own truck, and I had my schedule already set, right? I knew when I wanted to go to the bathroom. I knew when, at the end of the day, I needed to park at, a major truck stop so I could get a shower. Because I always showered at the end of the day. I never did that fucking wake up and shower or just shower on your 30-minute break bullshit, right? It was always at the end of the day so I could get as sweaty and dirty as I wanted to. And then bam, right before I go to bed, shower, right? So that's not how he ran, though. That is not how he ran. He wanted to shower whenever the fuck was convenient for him. Fuck what I had to say. I had to step up and be like, listen, bro,
I can go to sleep if we didn't sweat. Like, bro, I can't sleep. If I sweat and I'm not going to get a shower, I can't sleep. I don't know what it is. That's always how I've been. I literally was raised to shower every day. Like, hygiene. Is that not basic hygiene? No, that's too much to ask. Whatever. I shower every day. I shower 1 time a day. I have to. Otherwise, I'm not sleeping well. So, in the fucking trainer's truck, there was days where I would get fucking dirty. Like, my arms were black dirty. And this man would not let me shower. Anyway, so that was hell by itself. Anyway, so, we get to this rest area. I'm not getting a shower. I'm pissed. It was a long day with his little dumbass. So, we're at a rest area, nice rest area. We were in, I believe, damn, it was Alabama. It had to be Alabama. It was either Alabama or Mississippi. Might have been Mississippi. Anyway, irrelevant. One of those states, right? North. I think it was Alabama. North Alabama, right? One of the rest areas. So I said, hey, I'm going to do my walk around. I like to go, like, check the truck out and then, like, go walk around just to, like, get exercise or whatever, right? Get some fresh air. To get the fuck away from the training, right? It's really what's going on. So anyway, did my little walk around. Then I went to walk around the rest area and chill, and I found this, like, outside the rest area, they had these cool rocking chairs. They had like 5 of them. So I sat down in one of those, and I was rocking. I was watching, I was watching something on Netflix. I was watching a show, something. So I'm just chilling there watching the show, and this is where it gets interesting, right? So I'm chilling there watching the show, and this older gentleman comes up, and he walks by me. But he walks really close by me. Like, he could have tripped on my feet. He walked so close by me. And I didn't really think nothing of it because he went inside right away. And I was like, okay. The fuck ever. That was kind of weird. He got really close, but whatever. So about 10 minutes passes by, and he comes back out. And he stands right in front of me, and, like, right in front of me, not right in front of me, but, like, 6 feet in front of me, there's like a rail, like a wooden rail, I don't even know why it's there. I mean, like, on the other side of that rail, there's, like, flowers and shit. So, like, anyway, it's a rail so people can, like, put their hands on and walk. I don't fucking know. I don't get it either. All right, anyway, not relevant. So he rests up on the rail, right? He's, like, leaning back on it, and he's just, like, standing there looking at me while I'm watching the show, and he's like, howdy. And I was just like, the fuck's going on? So, I paused my video, and I was like, what's going on, man? And he goes, he just starts a conversation with me. He's like, you from around here? What's going on? And I didn't know what to think. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm in a public area, right? So, like, there's people coming in. There's people walking, like, in between us, going into the rest area, coming back out. Like, it's not busy, but, like, it's daylight. It's like 5 o'clock and it's daylight out and shit's going, like, people are still active around. And anyway, behind me, you could see into the rest area. Like, behind me is just a bunch of windows that you could see through into the rest area where they have, like, that room where they have, like, all the directions and the maps and the books and whatever else they have, right? So I'm like, I'm not about to be, like, kidnapped, right? That's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna go down without a fight, right? But anyway, obviously this is all going through my mind. I'm just like, dude, what is it? What would this dude be talking to me about? And I just saw you walk by, so this is weird. Right. So he starts a conversation, blah, blah, blah. Eventually, he's just making small talk. And he's like, so what are you doing? He's like, are you a truck driver? And I'm like, yeah, I'm a truck driver. I'm parked out back. I'm actually training right now, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, well, you know what? You're a very handsome young man. And he asks how old I am, and I tell him I don't give a fuck. I told him, so what? It's not like I gave him my social, right? And I was like, yeah, I'm 24. It's my second trucking company, seeing how it's going, but my driver's an asshole, just, venting to him, basically. I mean, he was a cool dude. Like, there was nothing, like, off-putting about him, just the fact that he was just random, though. Like, that was the only weird thing so far, right? So he's standing there, right? And let me tell you how he was dressed, because it's going to be important later. He was dressed like business attire, right? So he had khakis on, but they were, those dress pants kind of khakis. That doesn't make any sense, does it? He had dress pants on. I always think khaki is a color. Why do I do that? I mean, it is a color, but it's also like a feel. I don't fucking know. I sound dumb. Anyway, so we had dress pants on, like nice shoes, like shirt tucked in, like 70-year-old dude. So I know he's 70 because I asked him after he asked how old I was. And I was like, look, bro, if you want to like small talk, like there's a chair right here. Like I'm open to conversation. Like, you know what I mean? It's cool. Like you can come talk to me. And so I turned my phone off, locked it, put it in my pocket. And, we were sitting there talking about fucking whatever. And I get around to asking him, I was like, what the fuck are you doing here right now? And he's like, oh, I just came to hang out. Like, what a weird answer. It's a rest area off a highway. Like, what highway even is that? I don't even know. 20? I don't fucking know. It wasn't 10 because we were north, so I don't fucking know what highway it was. Anyway, look at me, I'm so smart. I'm such a smart trucker. So anyway, so I'm just like, so you just came here to hang out? What? I'm like, okay, he's obviously, he wants something from me. He wants something. I don't know what it is. We're going to find out. So I was like, so like, do you have a family at home? Like, you have a wife? He goes, yeah, I'm married. I'm married. You're married. I was like, so where's your wife at? She's at home. I was like, how far do you live from here, man? And he's like, oh, just about 20 miles from here. 20 miles? Okay. So like 30-minute drive. I mean, 30-minute drive, right? And you just came here to chill. I was like, well, what the fuck? Like, and I asked him again, I'm just like, well, what are you doing here? And he just answers. He's just like, I come to, talk to young guys like you. And I'm just like so confused. And like, I don't know where this is going, but I know it's not something I'm going to want to partake in. That's all I know at this point. So I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? So I'm just laughing. I'm like, you have a wife at home. And like, I'm just like, so you come here to just talk to like random young guys like me? He's like, yeah, pretty much. I was like, okay, so, I mean, that's cool. Like, that's not cool. I don't know what to say, right? I'm just like, all right. And, so he's like, so, you see that pickup truck over there? And he points to a pickup truck in the parking lot. And he's like, yeah, that's my pickup truck. And it was just like a regular pickup truck, like nothing special about it. Like it wasn't like, I don't even know what it was. It was like an older pickup truck. And I was like, oh God, I was like, oh, okay, yeah. He's like, I think I could show you a good time in there, if you know what I mean. And, he's like looking deep into my eyes and he's looking into my soul like, come on, buddy, let's go. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I started laughing. I was just like, dude, I appreciate like what you're trying to say here. You think I'm a very attractive young man and everything, but I'm not about that life. I don't do that. I like women. Maybe if you were a woman, it'd be a little different. But I mean, you're 70, so even then, what the fuck, right? And it's just funny. And I was just laughing. I was like, dude, I appreciate the compliments and everything, but I can't do it. And he's like, oh, well. He's like, well, here, what if, I could just show you a good time. I'll just take you in there and, I'll give you a good time, and I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, I'm just sitting there and I'm like, I can't, dude. Like that goes against every code that I've ever lived for. Like, no, I can't do that. So I told him no, and he's just sitting there like, come on, real quick. It'll be like 30 minutes. I'll take you up the road and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the fuck? And then he was talking about, trying to go in my truck, but I'm like, I got the trainer. The fuck? It was a weird situation, right? So anyway, so here's what happens next, right? So he's like, come on. So he stands back up, right? And he has a boner, okay? Let me make it clear. You have the dress pants on, right? The dress pants that are like the silky smooth kind. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, I don't know how to describe it. I don't fucking know. I don't know clothing. I don't know how to describe the fabric. But it's the kind that, like, you know how pants, like, if you got a boner in pants, it'd be harder to tell, right? Because, you know, like, the fabric keeps it contained. But, like, dress pants, it's loose, it's, like, light. So you could tell the man had a boner, right? A 70-year-old man, he just had a boner, right? I gave him a boner. Some fucking how. He got a boner, right? At some point in our conversation. So he stands up. He's got a fucking hard on, but, like, it's not just, like, fucking poking out like Pinocchio, right? It's fucking, like, you know, I'm not just fucking, I'm just like, bruh, what the fuck, right? So I'm just like, I'm not even looking at him. I'm just, like, looking to the side. Like, I pull my phone out. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? And this is gonna sound fucking weird, but okay, so I saw it and I looked away, right? Like, no gay shit, right? But it was so, I was like, dude, what the fuck? We're in a public place. What are you doing right now? This is fucking weird. The fact that I didn't up and leave, I just didn't want, I hate being an asshole. I didn't want to just up and leave, but, like, I should have, because it was just getting weird, right? And there's still people walking around like it's daylight. Like, people could see. And I'm like, bruh, what the fuck? So I pull my phone out, act like he's not even there, right? So the man, so he comes up, doesn't come up to me, but he's, you know, he's chilling on the ramp, and he speaks up, and he's like, listen, I think me and you could have fun, like, still trying to get me to go. And I'm just like, no, what the fuck, man? And then he starts asking me, he's like, so, like, what's your favorite positions? What's this? What's that? And I'm just like, dude, like, I'll entertain you and, like, tell you this shit, but, and, like, you could just see, like, in his eyes, he's just like, holy fuck, like, yeah, tell me more. And I can't make this up. The man actually started to pre-cum. This is the fucking weirdest thing ever, right? So, oh my God, I should have got up and left after I saw he had a boner, right? So this man, so I look back over to him after he's asking me these questions, right? You can see the man is, like, cumming his pants. Like, bruh, I've never experienced anything like this. Wow, like, I'm just sitting there like, dude, okay. I was like, dude, all right, bro. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I can't do anything like that sexual with you. That shit is gay. Like, fuck that. That's weird. And, you know, he's just asking me all these questions. Like, do you like porn? Do you watch porn? What's your favorite position? Do you have any pornos? Any blah, blah, blah. Like, just, I'm like, dude, you know what? You're too much. I'm just going to chill here. I got to go back soon and go to sleep. So I just need you to chill the fuck out. All right. And he finally started to give up, and he's like, well, I appreciate your time and everything. I'm going to go, take care of myself real quick, and you have a safe drive. And it was so weird, right? He was like a nice dude, but of course he would be nice. Like, what the fuck? Like, molesters, like, dude, that's weird. Like, is he a child molester? He has a wife, but he comes here to get off with gay truckers? Whoa, that's crazy. Now, people are talking about lot lizards. Truckers going for lot lizards in this. I think those are the only lot lizards left. Not gonna lie. That's crazy. Tell me that's not a crazy story, right? So yeah, so he goes. I watch him get in his truck and leave. I'm like, fuck, man. I did not want him stalking me later, but I think he real deal comes up there and tries to, like, he must succeed sometimes. He must, if he's driving 20 miles. Like, think about that. He's coming up there to give truckers a good time. Okay. No, do you, right? Do you. Whatever makes you happy as a person, fuck it. Just do it, right? Fucking, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about it. Besides, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, so that's the story. Shit. Speaking of lot lizards, I only saw one lot lizard. I was in Fort Lauderdale, and I was in my truck. I had to park at it was a gas station. I don't even think trucks could fuel there. It was a gas station, but you could park there. And it was for like $18 a night. Fucking rip off, right? But it's Fort Lauderdale. Where else am I gonna fucking park, right? Besides the side of a highway. Or drive like 20 fucking thousand miles to a Love's. So my drop was around the corner. I stopped there, and I don't know, probably like 2 o'clock in the morning. I got a knock at the door. It was like this really skinny black girl. I already knew the deal. I already knew it. You could just tell the way a lot lizard looks. I've never actually seen one as a truck driver or in general. And I just look out the window as she's fucking knocking on the window. She can't see me because it's too dark. And I'm just looking at her. I'm like, that's gotta be a lot lizard. I mean, she just looked like a crackhead. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm not answering that. Went back to bed. About 10 minutes later, she was knocking again. I was like, fuck, is she gonna stop? So I didn't answer again, and I waited. I was like, next time I gotta tell her, just go the fuck away, right? But luckily, she left. She probably found someone else. I don't fucking know. That's my only encounter with a lot lizard. Didn't even encounter. It's great. Anyway, I gotta go, guys. My break is up. It's been real. Talk to you guys later.